Lizzo has been sued by 3 of her former dancers for alleged sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment, including instances where they were weight-shamed and pressured while at a strip club.
Personally, I was never told that I was unprofessional. In fact, I was told the opposite. They would kind of pull me to the side, or if I'm already having a conversation with the tour manager and so on, they would say, actually, Noelle, I just want to let you know you're never a problem. And I'm thinking, so are you alleging that everyone else is super unprofessional, and why? All these black women are unprofessional?
We're all constantly being gaslit, and she's constantly deflecting. So it just further, proves our point and solidifies the claims that we're making.
For everyone who's skeptical, just take a moment and put yourself in our shoes. Recognize that when you're in a stressful situation, you don't always know that you're being abused.
Lizzo is an amazing example as to why you should never really trust celebrities or put them on a pedestal. We don't know them and they only show us the side that they want us to see.
She actually balled up her fist like this to me. She started cracking her knuckles and she was like, "You're so effing lucky that basically I'm not gonna hit you."
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lauren. I do ram content to my channel whenever I can. So, Miss Lana Del Rey, I think, was very accurate in what she said all those years ago back during COVID in an Instagram post, I think it was, talking about certain celebrities and how they're praised for certain things and Lana is degraded for talking about real experiences. And as we can see from this past summer where we have had a multitude of things happen, we had the submarine implosion that happened at the end of June. We had Taylor Swift and Matt Healy's relationship fell through like right at the beginning of the summer. Ariana Grande cheated on her husband and home-wrecked a relationship with Ethan Slater and his wife Lily J and their newborn kid. Doja Cat is hating on fans and asking why do they support her and that she doesn't love them. And Lizzo's, I think, is the worst of them all. She has a lawsuit right now. Let's get into it. Before we begin, I do want to stress this is no hate to anyone involved in this situation. We're going to be looking into it, discussing it. I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions down below, and we'll get into it. I'm also going to be censoring some words just for YouTube because I was having issues with monetization sometime back in July and I want to avoid that, so that's that. So let's get started. Many news articles and even the news like online, like my news, like my local news talked about the Lizzo situation this morning and it's bad. Like it's really bad. I'm not kidding. I think this is the worst celebrity scandal that came out this summer so far, because I feel like it's been going like in a little step. Doja Cat was hating on her fans. Ariana Grande was like breaking up a marriage, and we find out that was what she was doing in her past. And then Lizzo's is just like all the way over here with a lawsuit. Also, before we begin, I am going to be reading from some news articles because I do want to get this right, and I want to give you all what's been happening. So let's get into it. I'll link the news articles down below. Former Lizzo dancers were weight shamed and pressured while at a strip club, the lawsuit states. So many of Lizzo's former dancers came forward saying how toxic the work environment was. And I think all of y'all may remember when Ellen was accused of having a toxic workplace environment, it ruined her. I think we all remember this. During COVID, when like everything was coming out about like anybody, Ellen was accused of having a bad workplace environment, especially because you know how Ellen was portrayed as like this happy-go-lucky show host when it wasn't true behind the scenes. And that like killed the Ellen show. The Ellen show came back for like a season, 2 seasons with like she had a co-host and stuff, and then it just ended because it could never recover from that. So something tells me Lizzo's not going to recover from this. 3 former dancers have filed a suit against Lizzo accusing the singer of harassment and creating a hostile work environment. It's very ironic considering, just like we were talking about with Ellen, Lizzo has been preaching like, body positivity, women empowerment, and the fact that now this is coming to light is gonna be a big blow to her career, for sure. So a lot of people took to the internet, especially when they found out that Lizzo was body shaming her dancers. Some people took to the internet saying that Lizzo shouldn't be talking. And right there, guys, I don't stand for that. I don't like that, because it's like you're fighting fire with fire. It doesn't make it better for you to body shame someone else because they were body shaming people. It doesn't make it any better. I don't like that, and personally, I wouldn't make jokes like that, but that's what people were doing. I don't stand for that, period. 3 of Lizzo's former dancers have accused the singer of harassment, creating a hostile work environment in a lawsuit filed Tuesday. They also allege that she pressured one of them to touch a nude performer at an Amsterdam club and subjected the group to excruciating audition after leveling false accusations that they were drinking on the job. Oh, good God. Like, this is nuts. Oh my gosh. And here's where it gets to the whole hypocrisy, just like with Ellen. The dancers accused Lizzo, a performer known for embracing body positivity and celebrating her physique, of calling attention to one dancer's weight gain, and they are berating, then firing that dancer after she recorded a meeting because of a health condition. Oh my God, it's bad, y'all. I'm telling you, this is bad. So this is where we get into the topic of what happened at the club. So apparently Lizzo had taken her dancers, whatever, to an Amsterdam club, and apparently this is where a lot of the harassment came into. At the club, Lizzo allegedly began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching things launched from the performers' things, and eating bananas protruding from the performers' things. I don't mean to shame whatever was going on there, but the fact that she was forcing them to do that's disgusting on a different level. I'm sorry, that's disgusting. Lizzo then turned her attention to Miss Davis, one of the ex-dancers that Lizzo had, and began pressuring Miss Davis to touch the chest of one of the nude women. Oh my God. Yeah, guys, I don't think she's recovering from this. This is disgusting as hell. And then it continues into the hostile work environment. The day before, Lizzo told the group that they would have to audition again, a move that prompted what the suit described as an excruciating 12-hour rehearsal. If Lizzo was dissatisfied with their performances, the suit alleges that the dancers would be fired and sent home. So yesterday, Lizzo responded to the allegations, and obviously telling it's from the Notes app, which, with everything going on, I do not think you should have posted a Notes app apology as your apology, or at least take it off Notes app. I feel like that's indirectly poking fun out of it, but I don't know. So this is what she said in the Notes app apology. These last few days have been gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. My character has been criticized. Usually I choose not to respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous to not be addressed. These sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. The statement does continue on Instagram, but that first part was mainly reported on by different magazines and news articles. As an artist, I have always been very passionate about what I do. I take my music and my performances seriously because at the end of the day, I only want to put out the best art that represents me and my fans. With passion comes hard work and high standards. Sometimes I have to make hard decisions, but it is never my intention to make anyone feel uncomfortable or like they aren't valued as an important part of the team. I am not here to be looked at as a victim, but also know that I am not the villain that the people and the media have portrayed me to be these last few days. I am very open with my sexuality and expressing myself, but I cannot accept or allow people to use that openness to make me out to be something I am not. There is nothing I take more seriously than the respect we deserve as women in the world. I know what it feels like to be body shamed on a daily basis and would absolutely never criticize or terminate an employee based on their weight. I'm hurt, but I will not let the good work I've done in the world be overshadowed by this. I want to thank everyone who has reached out in support to lift me up during this difficult time.
So Lizzo released a statement and she writes in part, These sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional.
Me personally, I was never told that I was unprofessional. In fact, I was told the opposite. They would kind of pull me to the side, or if I'm already having a conversation with the tour manager and so on, they would say, actually, Noelle, I just want to let you know you're never a problem. And I'm thinking, so are you alleging that everyone else is super unprofessional, and why? All these black women are unprofessional?
We're all constantly being gaslit, and she's constantly deflecting. So it just further, proves our point and solidifies the claims that we're making.
For everyone who's skeptical, just take a moment and put yourself in our shoes. Recognize that when you're in a stressful situation, you don't always know that you're being abused.
Nobody speaks up because they're so scared for their jobs. I was terrified for my job.
So if there's anything that I can do in my power to ensure that dancers or singers or whoever decides to work with her don't have to go through that same experience, I'm gonna do that.
I do think Lizzo does believe that she is, doing good, and I believe that a lot of people are taking good from what she's doing, but in close quarters with her on a daily basis, it tends to be very intense and very unforgiving. Was I pressured to touch a new performer? Yes. Was I brought into a private meeting where I was kind of interrogated about my personal matters and ended up having to share very personal things about myself regarding my weight? Yes. Were we pressured to do an excruciatingly long rehearsal that turned into a re-audition for the job that we already booked? Because apparently we weren't doing good enough. Yes, that is true. Did I, unfortunately, go to the bathroom on myself on one stage because I was so terrified? Yes.
You allege that Lizzo intended to hit you at one point after you resigned. Do you really think that she was going to resort or could resort to physical violence?
She actually balled up her fist like this to me. She started cracking her knuckles, and she was like, "You're so effing lucky that basically I'm not gonna hit you." Her best friend, who's also one of the dancers, had to jump out of the couch and physically hold her back from coming and hitting me. So yes, I do believe that if she wasn't held back by that dancer, she would have hit me.
This morning, Lizzo responded to the lawsuit on Instagram, writing, in part, "These sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. I take my music and my performances seriously because at the end of the day, I only want to put out the best art that represents me and my fans. With passion comes hard work and high standards."
I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna update you all on this, I promise, if anything changes with this. But already from the bat, she's not gonna recover from this, in my opinion. But who knows, because social media is pretty weird when it comes to that. But just from how Ellen was treated afterwards, how Ellen lost basically her show and everything because her character was called into question, this is really gonna hurt Lizzo and her whole thing, because her character of empowering women and body positivity has been called into question. The morality and everything has been thrown out there, that she's basically a hypocrite. And just like with Ellen, it's not going to end well, ultimately. This Notes app, not even apologies. It was more just like her standing up for herself in a way. It basically like invalidates the three dancers' experiences. And the thing is, who knows how many other people also dealt with this but are too afraid to speak up. So ultimately, I really do hope that these three dancers and anybody else who was affected by it gets the justice they deserve. And I will keep you guys updated with whatever happens. I will try to keep you guys updated because we're already getting into August and college is going to be starting for me pretty soon. So I'll try to keep you guys updated. An update should be within like sometime this week or something. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below what else you guys want me to talk about on my channel. And give me your opinions on this video. I do want to hear what you all think about the whole situation, especially because it's getting to a real bad thing here. It's getting really bad. The lawsuit already should be a telltale sign that this is bad. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time on my channel. Bye, guys.